for Glass Exam Tracker Setup Guide. In this video, I'm going to go over how to best take away actionable insights from your student dashboard. I already have some mock student data thrown in, so here's where we're already at, having already run the macro once. Up here, we're going to start small, looking at the testing analytics for exam score, both average and best. These are going to be based on your exam serial and date. So every time there's a total combination of points from a unique date serial pairing, that's what they're looking at. Right now, I have the equivalent of one text on the books, so that's what it's going to be examining when the formula runs. However, if I added in a second test, maybe this time I have a better overall exam score, that would replace not only just my average exam score, but also the best exam score, because this looks at it over time. Next up is going to be the cumulative code rankings, which are right here. Just as a note, you can sort these, by the way, so reading them will be a little bit easier. You can sort it by ascending or descending. What this is going to do is it's going to show you your accuracy rating per code, or performance indicator, as they're also known. On its own, you can understand this, that a lower accuracy rating score means that you're going to need to study that code more in order to reach a better score on your exam. However, we also have to look at this big table over here to sort of deeply understand the importance. This big table is your projected exam scores. This is based on your DECA cluster rubric, which is actually why there's a different exam tracker for each cluster. It will separate your projected exam scores into the 3 levels of competition: district, association, and internationals. Between these 3 levels of competitions, we see different code frequencies rise and fall. As a result, because we know these frequency ratios ahead of time, because DECA Guide provides them, as well as we know our accuracy ratings because the macro ran it, we can get strong insights into how we're going to perform in actual testing environments. It is worth noting that this gets much more accurate over time, so we recommend that you don't take this number to heart at the very bottom until you've uploaded at least 400 questions worth of data. The final piece in the dashboard is going to be your exam scores over time. This is really helpful when you have lots of data because you can start identifying peaks and dips. Maybe in your testing prep you find that you're learning something incorrectly later on, so you see your average dip, especially in a specific code. Most of the time, however, students choose to just view this as a motivation thing rather than looking at it as a score accuracy rating because you have that over here. In general, if we take all 5 sections of data analysis, they are very easily adapted to new data. In fact, I have over here another thing of skewed data. This is dated 2 years in the future, but I've made sure to negatively skew this because I want you to see how the dashboard adapts when new data has been inputted. So I go down here. I personally choose to leave an empty row, but it doesn't break the macro if it just continues right from up here. Go to the student dashboard. Keep in mind, your student dashboard is not broken if it doesn't immediately update. You have to click the button every time you put in new data. That is because we are trying to reduce lag, and it will be really difficult for some of the older computers to run this if it was a continuous updating. So always remember to click the button before you freak out and think that your macro isn't working. Wow, so because we see that the best exam score was the first one, this one had a lower score. It didn't change that. However, our average exam score did change because that's how math works. Additionally, our cumulative code rankings also have changed. Once again, we can sort from ascending to descending, and our projected scores got a little bit more technical. This is why we say, until you have about 400 questions worth of data, it's just not worth taking these to heart. The most immediate change, additionally, is you can also see that the trend line has changed for over time. We will have future features coming out later in the season that'll help you build even deeper insights, but this video was mostly just to get you started in understanding the different pieces and how they play together. With that, this has been the final video in the Go for Glass Exam Tracker Setup Guide. You're all ready to go, so have fun studying.